Blueface. Blue gay, I mean Blueface. Blueface has a boyfriend in prison, y'all. Y'all tap in with me real quick, man, so we can chop it up. Yeah. Hope everybody doing good today. We're going to get on Blueface a little bit. We're going to definitely get on Blueface a little bit. Let's see who's going to tap in here today. Who's going to top of it, top of it. Welcome to the chat. Hey, we're going to talk about Blueface, man. Blueface, fresh out of prison. Blueface had a boyfriend. He's telling it all. I just dropped a very good video that's probably going to go viral. But we're going to tap it. We're going to talk about, man, how we feel about men being on the down low today. So make sure you share this live, hit the like button, man, and share it. And, share the love, people. I'm here, I am not anti-rainbow community. If you're a part of the rainbow community, you are welcome in this chat. But we are talking about Blueface today. And Blueface had a boyfriend when he was in prison. I just dropped a couple videos about it, y'all. The man was on the DL for the longest. And then from the women, I want to know how y'all feeling about these men on the DL. So guys, tell me where you from. If you ain't never met me, I'm born and raised in Las Vegas. That's where I'm currently at. And we just doing a little streaming today. Let me know who I'm talking to. Talk to me, I talk back. Then we're going to get into Jeffrey Epstein. I got a few things to talk about today once people come in the room. So don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Please don't go anywhere. Protein shake. Top of it, top of it. Welcome to the room, man. We're going to get on Blueface. Blueface got a boyfriend. He used to sleep with Offset, and we definitely got to get on Jeffrey Epstein because them Epstein files have been released and Donald Trump's name is in there. I want to know how y'all MAGA people feel about that. So make sure y'all share this live, man, and mess with your boy. Hit the like button because it's about to get real up in here as soon as we get a few more people in the room. And don't be shy. Let me know where you're from. Let me know who I'm talking to. Let me know. Let me know. God is good all the time, man. We blessed by the best, never stressed. Never getting finessed and getting plenty of rest. What's up, Blue? Where you from, big dog? Where you from? Well, not big dog. Are you a woman or a man? Where you guys from? Let me know where you guys from. Who we got? Governor. What's up with you, Governor? How you been, big dog? How you been? Make sure you share this live. And make sure you hit that live, share this live. We finna get on Blueface being on the down low. I just dropped some heat. Blueface being on the down low. We definitely gonna get into Donald Trump being found in them Epstein files. Can y'all dig it? Kentucky, that's what's up. How's the weather out there? What's up, Brazzy? Where you from? Las Vegas in the house. I am transphobic. Okay, that's cool. And guys, just so you know, in my chat, everybody's welcome. I am not against the rainbow community. We chop it up in here about real things. So you go ahead and smash that like button when y'all come in here. North Carolina, I am a diehard Tar Heel fan, y'all. South Carolina, love your city too. Jamie Mendoza, no, I'm not. I was at one time though, from age 17 to 30. I'm 49 now. Brazzy, are you a woman? If you're a woman, I can lift that 265. I'm benching 450. Pec bounce a little bit, just a little bit. I don't know if you're transphobic because you don't support it. I mean, the thing is, it's not my preference, but I have nothing against it. That's not my life. You understand what I'm saying? I'm actually doing a project for the rainbow community. Okay, Brazzy, that's what's up. And hell yeah, I can lift it. Anybody's welcome in my chat. It's not my, see guys, when we look at this sexual thing, and guys, hit the like button if you're in here. Please hit the like button. When we talk about this sexuality thing, let's think of it as like drugs. Guys, I'm not against anybody that smokes crack. I just don't do it. It's not my thing. It could be ice cream. Some people don't like chocolate chip. That's your thing. I don't hate you for it. It's just not my thing. But I ain't mad at you because you do like it. Can you dig what I'm saying? What's up, Lefty? I don't know, man. You know, these hands right here are for counting money, lifting weights, and rubbing up on a girl's butt and lifting up that 265 pounds. You dig? We just having a little protein shake. You dig? Kool-Aid, Kool-Aid. Man, we ain't doing no fighting, man. We ain't do no fighting. I don't even argue with anybody. But I really want to know. Hey guys, throw a 7 up, man. Throw a 7 up. Throw a 7 up. Throw a 7 up. If you guys like real content, real raw content. And thank you, Kitty. I appreciate that. If you guys don't know me, man, let me give y'all my pedigree so you know who you dealing with. Coach One Stack, man, 49 years old, right? From age 17 to 30, I was in law enforcement, right? From 30 to 40, I was in the streets. I was a hell of a hustler. Why was I a hell of a hustler? Because I was in law enforcement and I knew what I should not do and I knew how to move. That I'm not proud of. And I've been delivered by God from the last 9 years. So that's who you talking to. That's what you're going to always see. That's the opinion you're going to get from somebody that was law enforcement, was in the streets, a street hustler. But, man, we going to get into that thing, man, because I keep God first and all glory due to God. Oh, Chris, man, go ahead and shoot it, man. You're not going to shoot it with me, though. Yes, I am in the USA, Las Vegas. Man, I'm not eating no cat. I'm not eating no cat litter. Hey, Batter, what you think is cat? That I was ex-law enforcement? I was a cadet. I was a corrections officer. I was a police officer. I was a detective. I was a field training officer. I was a D-boy. I sent a few women cross country, right? And I got delivered by God 9 years ago. Ain't nothing cap about that. I mean, I don't have to prove anything to you. I'm just letting you know who you're speaking to so you know you're speaking to a real person. See, a lot of y'all get on here, man, y'all don't know the real when you see it, but that's why, you know, I'm as real as this $1,000 bill tatted across my chest. You dig it? Oh, I got you, Chris. I got you. I got you. I got you. Meow. No, I'm not. And Meow. No, I'm not. My daughter is, and I actually have a project. If anybody is into graphics, hit me up. I just need a cool graphic artist because I got something that I'm bringing out for the rainbow community with my brand. It's going to be the first thing, and it's going to bring people together from the rainbow community and all around the world. And you're going to see me with it on and everything. I have no problem with anybody's sexuality. I support everybody. Domestic violence, if you're transsexual, pansexual, I don't care about none of that. I don't care about your color, race, creed. All I care about is your energy. As you see, I am a high vibrational person, so that's just how I keep it, y'all. That's how I keep it. Let me see. Worked on Dead Space. Pick a side. Yeah, man. So listen. Oh yeah. Hey, Kitty, bro. This is what this live is about, guys. And smash that like button. It's two things that this live is about. It has to do with the community. And just so you know, the community has an eye on it too now at the end, and it has the color black. Black represents that they don't identify with any gender. So the thing is, we're talking about Blueface. If you know who the rapper Blueface is, throw a 7 up in the air. Oh, and I don't look nothing like Cali Muscle. I'm much better looking than him. Exactly. We chill around here, man. See, a lot of y'all, man, are so busy. You so used to people with that's low vibrational that when you got a real one sitting in front of you, man, you don't know when the sun is shining. Man, I'm like this. I got high energy. You dig? And I'm fresh from the gym. It's the glasses. Well, I got to be able to see. I need my readers on. Nah, I'm actually 5'8". Cali Muscle is about up here on me. I'm at Cali Muscle. But check this out, man. How do y'all feel about Blueface? How you feel about Blueface being passed around in the penitentiary? Let me know. Anthony, how you doing? Hey, man, I think the same of everybody. We're all God's children. I love everybody. So yeah, so get into the chat, man. Let's ask this question. Cause we got things to talk about Blueface, and we got to talk about Jeffrey Epstein and Donald Trump being found in the Epstein files. We need to talk about that. So if y'all don't want to talk about Donald Trump and the Epstein file, hey man, this ain't the place to be. If not, hit the like button, share it. Because even then, your boy Donald Trump, man, had been visiting that island. That's why he didn't want the files released. His name is all up through there, man. And if anybody wants some individual attention, hey, man, hit that super chat button, man. I'll chop it with you. If you need a consultation, I do consultations on fitness, life coaching, finances, show you how to get a bag, man, and get your business credit up and really make some money out here. You dig? And whatever you need, I got it covered. 30 minutes, 60 minutes, 90 minutes, whatever we need. Anthony, I am blessed by the best. Look, I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I'm super loyal. I'm never stressed. I'm never going to get finessed. And I always get plenty of rest. No, I ain't never been to the pen and don't plan on going. And I do appreciate you being respectful about that. No. Hell no. It's not for me. But a lot of these dudes are, man. What do I take? Protein powder. Listen, I'm 5'8". I'm 5'8". I'm 225 right now. I'm 227. I'm 227. I dropped 122 pounds in 1 year. Go look at my storyline. Go look at my community and look at my pictures and see my transformation. 122 pounds in 1 year I dropped. 122 pounds I dropped in 1 year. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate that. Where you from? Thank you, Kitty. Where you from? Are you a man or a woman, Kitty? I can't see. Introduce me to my plug. You need a... Nah, man, I don't mess with that no more, man. And for those like you said, for those of y'all new to my chat, I am ex-law enforcement. I was a street hustler after that. I pimped a few 304s. You know, I'm born and raised in Las Vegas, the home of the 304s. And I got delivered by God almost 9 years ago. So now you know part of my story. And if you want to get more of my story, a lot of you guys will have to, you know, get into my paid member section, and I'm going to give you the life story raw and uncut. So now that you know who you're dealing with, at the end of all my lives, I give you guys a choice of what kind of story you want to hear. You want to hear one about law enforcement? You want to hear something about the streets? Or spiritual? But we ain't got to the end yet. So I just want to let you know, because I'm meeting a lot of people in here, because I don't normally go live this time of day. I normally go live at 5 in the morning or in the afternoon. Hey, Chris Watts, that's a good question, Brody. Chris, that's a good question. Hey, D-Mac, yeah, man. Yes. And you know what? Get my likes up to 25, and I'm gonna leak y'all something. I'm gonna tell you how somebody that was in law enforcement was so successful in the streets. I'm gonna tell y'all how. I'm gonna tell you how I learned how to advertise. Get me up to 25 real quick. I wouldn't even give this to y'all. Now, I'm not proud of what I did in the streets, people. I'm not proud of it. But how I did it, hell yeah, I'm definitely proud of it. I deserve a Nobel Peace Prize for that shit. Because I was law enforcement, I knew what I shouldn't do. I knew how to move. So yeah, I was able to make a lot of money. I mean, when I walked out of the game, man, from one person, I was receiving $80,000 twice a week, FedEx to my front doorstep, because I couldn't pick no more money up. So that's a whole, man, my story is, and once a big enough platform, and make sure, and real shit, make sure you hear from me first. When a big enough platform, because platforms that ask me to get on a platform and tell my story, but when a big enough platform comes for me, you're gonna hear my complete story, and it's gonna blow you away. Yeah, from a cop to a hustler, delivered by God. How and why I did it, how I did it, when I did it, everything I did during it, all of that shit. Everything is fair game on my channel. That's why we keep it real. This is why I got this $1,000 bill tatted across my chest. We keep it real over here, man. Oh yeah, very clever. Get them likes up to 25 and I'm gonna tell you how clever I am. I'm gonna share with you how I got started, and it's really gonna blow your mind. Coach, I have a question. Do you believe in peer pressure? I don't, because in my opinion, nobody can force you to do anything. You damn straight. Ain't no such thing as peer pressure. Everything is a choice. Look, it's a choice for me to do this. Especially when I was a hustler, man. You have to understand something. I'm a different breed of person. I didn't like the police. Understand that. My father is law enforcement. Did 32 years law enforcement. I didn't like the police because of my first interactions with the police was negative as hell. I got treated real bad. But that's another story. Y'all get that in my members only section. Well, being a hustler, I never had to force nobody to buy anything. So there's no such thing as peer pressure. People make the choices that they want. I'm getting calls to, look, listen, guys. I was a one-stop shop, 24 hours a day, 300, and this is all statute of limitations over it. I could talk about all this stuff. One-stop shop, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, anywhere in Las Vegas, 20 minutes or less. 20 minutes or less. That was the rule. And at that time, when I stepped out of the game, I was serving everything except PCP. Y'all call it angel dust, wet. That's the only thing that I didn't have. The first thing was that Chris. So I got to get back down to my boy Chris Watts. Chris Watts, if you guys want me to address gay drugs, throw a 7 up, because this is a very important one. Throw some 7s up for me. I really want to talk about this gay drug thing, because it's something you guys need to know. Throw a 7 up for me, man. Let me get them 7s up. Let me get them 7s up if y'all want to hear about the gay drugs. Loving basketball, my day is going fine. Okay, so Pete, that ice, that was the first thing that I started moving. The reason I became a hustler is because I had a business. I was no longer law enforcement. I had a family. And my wife, well, she became my wife, she was fired unjustly. Like, they fired her for some BS out here in Vegas. So the thing is, as a man, and we got 3 kids to take care of, man, I'm gonna do what I have to do. You understand what I'm saying? That's why I have no opinion about how anybody lives their life and gets their money. So the thing is, I took $130. I took $130. I bought a half zip of ice, and I balled. That's what I started with. Cause you got to remember, guys, I don't drink. Well, at the time, I didn't drink. I didn't smoke. I didn't do nothing but work out and get money and take care of my family. So it was ice. Ice was the first thing that I sold, and that's a gay drug. For some reason, when people mess with that ice, ladies, if y'all watching this shit, if your man uses ice, he is a part of the rainbow community. What's up, Barbara? He is a part of the rainbow community. Guys, when these people got this ice, I didn't know what it was. I mean, I knew what it was, But the same reason that it is a gay drug is the same reason why I actually got out of the game, which I'll get to that at the end of the story. But man, I would watch people hit this ice. I would see people hit this ice, you know, at one of my spots, might be one of my trap spots, and they hit the ice, and immediately, I mean, it might be 6, 7, 8 people in here, right? So when you in the streets, man, you got to become immune to stuff. Like, you know, you see, but you don't see. You can't have an opinion about what you see. Man, these dudes used to drop their pants, get on their phone, and start watching the porn star Pinky, and just like, I mean, I don't know why it makes men lose their inhibitions. Ice is the #1 thing connected to HIV. True story. I go into a weekly. We got weeklies out here in Las Vegas, people. Budget suites, we call them weeklies, where you can rent by the week. I got one of my clientele, white guy with money. Most of my clients, 95% was hardworking people, maybe 5% street people and out of state. Okay, boom. So I go see one. I go meet one of my clients, top-notch client. When I used to go to my client's house, man, it wasn't nothing. He was an old white man. It was nothing for him to have 2, 3 women walk around the house asshole naked. I was so comfortable at my clientele house. Sometimes I need to chill out for an hour or 2 or 3, and I'm like, man, I need to kick it for like a couple hours. Can I chill out? They're like, oh yeah, here go the remote. Go get something to drink. I'm finna go in here and do what I do. Well, this time my client had me meet him at a budget suite. So when I go into the budget suite or a little weekly, if you guys know how small these things are, they're very small, these little rooms. So when I walk in there, I see 3, not 1, not 2, but 3 black dudes that I know. 3 that I know with eggplants about this big. All 3 of them. They're all in the bed together. They're watching rainbow movies. And as they're smoking, they, you know, the dude in the middle, he got one, they got each other, and they doing their thing. And they looked at me, I looked at them, they so hard, they like, and they never stopped. They watching their rainbow colored porn, and so my clientele is telling me about how he gonna top all of them off when I leave, because that's what they do. You know, in that world, that ice is a gay drug. It is a gay drug. If you are a man, and ladies, if you have been around a man and this man is sitting with his friends doing that kind of stuff, he has homosexual tendencies. And it's okay. My problem, guys, here's my problem, people. That's right, Clarissa Walker, you're right. That's right. And this do-rag, man, check this out. See this do-rag right here? Man, this just matched my Versace stuff. Don't hate. But anyway, when these dudes get on this stuff for some reason, and I actually had a close friend of mine, I had one of my day ones, before I even knew what this stuff was, he passed away from full-blown AIDS because he was messing with that and messing with dudes. I ain't know nothing about that, man. You gotta understand, I'm not a street person. I had to turn into one. I wasn't raised in the hood. My dad is ex-law enforcement. My mom worked at the airport. I had a great upbringing, grew up in a big-ass house. I play in the hood, but I ain't from the hood. The earth is my turf. I'm an international type dude. I like to travel and get my money. Oh yeah, K Doric, yeah, one of my day ones. One of my day ones. Look, and my day one, look. Oh, it just sent chills down my spine to tell this story. My day one, I hadn't seen him in a couple years. You know how you get them families, man, that like their phone always getting turned off, or they always not paying their rent, and they always moving and shit. Well, he had one of them type families. Thank you for the gift. I appreciate that. I need one in person. And you know, I'm off doing my thing. I think I might have just got out the police academy or something. Actually, I was out the police academy, so I'm doing my thing, man. The police academy and training is almost a year. All right. So I catch up with my friend with my day one. Well, when I ain't seen him in a couple years, when I see him, he got all these scabs all over his body. And if you seen that movie Black Panther, and you see Michael B. Jordan, how he had all the little dots on him, those scars. Well, my friend had them all over his body, even on his lips, his nose, his eye, but they were black. He had black scabs all over his body, y'all. Black scabs all over his body. Now, I hadn't seen him. Now, I didn't know what was wrong with him. I didn't know anything about Crystal at that time. Even though I was in law enforcement, I had not even come across it to see it yet, because methamphetamine used to come in powder. It was a brown powder first, and then it went to the ice. So I had seen the powder, but I never seen the ice, and I didn't know what it did to you. I was a big ass square. So I go see my boy, and I'm like, hey, what's up with you? He was like, oh, I got a bad case of the chicken pox. That's what he said. He was like, yeah, hey, Carissa, that, yeah, Ice, Tina, Christina, Tina. I got all that, man. Trust me. That Tina, Christina. So I see my friend. He said, man, I got a bad case of the chicken pox that affects me from the inside out. So my thing is, I ain't never had the chicken pox before. So of course I believe you. I don't know nothing about nothing. So maybe about a couple months later, what's up, Sharon? What's up, baby? How you doing, Sharon? And that's right, Clarissa, you are gonna make it through. It's wild. So I see my boy a couple months later. All right, a couple months later. Now, the woman who became my wife, because I've been married once, she wasn't my wife at the time. She was just a friend. And it just happened to be my day one's niece. It was his niece. And she called me and she said, hey, you know, cause my friend, he was kind of down bad. He ain't had no money. He ain't really have shit, but she called me. She said, hey, I just took your friend today. He got a job. He starts tomorrow. But the thing is, he don't have no clothes and ID. I said, don't even trip. I said, man, come through here and get this bread. Take him to go get some ID. Take him to get his clothes so he can start work tomorrow. So she was like, hey, Chuck Pipe. Shout out to you, Chuck. And hold up, let me pause for a minute. Hey, everybody, man, I want to give Chuck, let's give Chuck a standing ovation for being clean since 2012. Like on the real. One day at a time, brother. One day at a time. One day at a time. I respect you, bro. Man, yeah, give it up. Give it up. Give it up. Share this live, man. Make sure y'all like this live. Give it up. Give it up. Give it up. Give it up. We ain't hating over here. God bless you. So now back to the story, y'all. So my friend tells me, she says, I said, here, go take this money to my boy so he can start work tomorrow. She said, I'll do you one better. I'll take you to where he's at. Oh, 450. I'm pressing 450. Oh, thank you, Tennessee Chin. I appreciate that. I appreciate that super chat, Tennessee Chin. I appreciate that. And Tennessee, stick around to the end because, hey, that's something else I do. I don't ask for the super chats. I appreciate it, but normally whoever gives me the biggest super chat, I let them pick the story that I'm gonna tell for at the end of my live. So y'all don't leave because I'm gonna tell it. I'm gonna tell a story, and it's gonna be a banger, and I'm gonna let one of y'all pick it. So back and just so you know, Tennessee, anybody that donates to me, man, look, I help the homeless. It goes to the homeless people. If you want to hit the Cash App, that's on my regular page because guess what? YouTube likes to take part of this. If you want me to have it all, get in my Cash App. COACH1 STACC. It's sitting right on my homepage. But check it out. So my friend says, I'll do you one better. I'll take you to where he's at so you could give it to him yourself. I said, cool, that's what's up. So she takes me to her grandmother's house, and I see my boy walking through the alley. He's just walking, and I pull up, and I'm like, hey, well, you know, what's up? I'm like, what's up? I said, stay right here. I'm about to go get a case of beer. We gonna kick it. Stay right here. So boom, I get the beer, we kick it. Long story short, man, we reminisce about the old days. We reminisce about the good old days. And my friend, he gave me a big ass hug. He gave me this big ass hug, and he said, I love you. He said, I love you, bro. He said, if the Lord say the same, if the Lord say the same, I'm gonna start this job tomorrow. That's what he said. 2 hours later, after I went home, my friend called me, and she told me that my friend died, that he passed away. He died 2 hours after I saw him. So the thing is, remember, I don't know nothing about HIV and AIDS and crystal. I don't know nothing about that. I know nothing about that shit. Well, on the death certificate, it said that he had an aneurysm, because on your death certificate it has your first and secondary cause of death. The secondary cause of death was an aneurysm. The first cause, it said full-blown AIDS. Fuck me up. Do you hear me? Fucked me up. Fucked me up. I was like, wow, I did not know. And even then, I did not know what Chris or Tina, I didn't know that that's what that made you do, because I never encountered nobody that did that. I didn't know that until I started slinging it. Give it up for Chuck. Hey, Chris Watts, I thank you, big bro. Out the 214, man, you out of Dallas. Man, I don't care about them trolls, bro. I'm definitely comfortable with my manhood. These are just, see, the ones that have a problem with that, those are the DL men. Those are the ones on the down low. We don't even worry about that, man. Las Vegas interviews. You must personally know me, because you know I'm far from that. You gave him no. I didn't give anybody an aneurysm. My friend had an aneurysm, and then he passed away from full-blown AIDS. You know, I didn't know that. See, because look at the bottom. Look at the question that I got pinned, guys. Look at the question I got pinned. So we're talking about gay drugs, and that's crystal methamphetamine. That's what that is. It is a gay drug. You know, now, as I started in the streets, I witnessed all kind of things. The reason why, let me kind of get to the end, man. Yeah, definitely. For real. This is why I stepped out of the game. And like I said, the story is for my members only, my paid member section, because I have to put stuff in there. But this is why I left the game. The same thing make you laugh, make you cry. I had a transgender prostitute that kind of worked with me. I would drop her off some work, right? And I come pick my money up. See, when people are on that Christina, they like to use that as a means of getting them ready to have that type of intercourse with a man or a transgender person. That's what they do. So what's her being a prostitute, she would get it. I'll drop her off a pack, and she would, you know, obviously up the price and give it to her tricks, sell it to them. And I was picking up $8,000 to $10,000 a week from her for 4-5 years, because this is what men needed to get past their inhibitions to mess with a transgender person. And I think everybody's pretty cool. And I ain't never had AIDS, don't plan on getting it. And you don't just, people from the community ain't just the ones that have it. Darren, I was in the streets too. Some people don't get it. Be careful what you're saying, because people think different. Yeah, Darren, yeah, I feel you. And I'm giving, see, Darren, you know what I'm telling you is real because you've been in them streets. So peep gang, I'm telling y'all why I got out the streets. and just some things that I experienced. So when I used to go pick up my money when I used to go pick up my money from this transgender person, it was 3 stories, budget suites. They always lived on the 2nd floor for some reason. And I mean, it was as quick as this. I never went in an apartment. I get on my phone and I send a text message said, I'm here, open the door. And you see a door crack open. Well, as I'm walking down and I'm passing different doors as I'm walking, I never break stride. A little hand pop out like that, and I either pick my money up, put it in my pocket, drop something off, and pick money in my pocket, and keep on walking. Well, this particular day, because this transgender person was black, and this is why I got out of the game. This time, it was one of her tricks that opened the door, right? It was one of her tricks that opened the door to give me my money. Well, the trick opened the door a little bit too wide. And there I see the transgender person that worked for me, basically. She had 2 white dudes. So transgender got an eggplant like this. The 2 white dudes letting her have it. They licking her up and down. I'm like, damn. And so not long after that, she asked me, she burnt me for $150, right? She burnt me for $150. Now keep this in mind. I've been dealing with this person for like 4 or 5 years. Every time I pick up money, I'm getting $8,000 to $10,000. I'm getting $8,000 to $10,000, like clockwork. She never burnt me. Never burnt me. Never had to be looking for my money. She burnt me for $150. Now the thing is, at this point, you really couldn't even get me out the house for nothing less than like $800 to $1,000. Like I was up there. I had a job with the cartel. Real shit. Real life shit. Real life shit. But she burnt me for $150. Well, it made me start thinking. Cause look, listen. When I was in law enforcement, I caught 2 bodies in law enforcement. And if that's something that you ever did, hey man, you know, it's not a good feeling. You have nightmares. But I'm not with all the play. I didn't carry that when I was in the streets. Didn't need to. Your word is your bond. Man, you stand on being a man, and you don't have these problems when you making real money. But her burning me for $150 what made me get out of the game, because I started thinking, right? I said, if somebody will mess up a relationship for 4 or 5 years where I'm getting $8,000 to $10,000, I don't know what she was getting, but she was getting some bread. If I'm getting 8 to 10, I don't know what she's charging them off the top. I said, the next thing, somebody's gonna try to rob me or delete me. That's what I started thinking. So what I did was I took a flight to Portland, Oregon. That's where I like to go. It's nice and green up there in the woods. It was raining. It was November. It was November, right? And I prayed for the good Lord to remove things from my life, because I didn't want to do that no more. And so when I came back to Vegas, I gave away all my work. I gave away the crystal. I gave away the white, the soft. I gave away the hard. I gave away the black tar. I gave away the Roxy's. I gave away the tree. I gave all that shit away. Gave it away and promised the good Lord I'd never touch that shit again. That's how I got out of the game. Now, you want the rest of the story, that's going to be in my paid member section. But the thing is, after that, yeah, I gave it away. Zula gave it away. On my mama, man, I gave it away. I gave it all away. So after that, and this is the irony to this story, y'all. After that, you know, weed is legal here in Vegas and California. I don't gang bang, brother. I've never gang bang. I don't bang. I fuck with everybody neighborhood, man. I don't bang. Ain't my thing. I choose my own side. So what I did after that, this is when I started smoking weed, 420. Stayed out the streets. I said, man, I'll never touch no work again. but weed is legal, right? Weed is legal. So you can go to Cali, you can get your rec. Those of y'all in Cali know what a rec is. That's your license to buy as much 420 as you want from shows and whoever. And I went and got that, and I went to a place, an event, where all the growers come in Victorville in a tent, and all the growers, you make relationship with the growers. They come from up north. The police is there. Sugar Free was performing, the rapper Sugar Free, because it's legal to buy weed. And I left there with like 60 pounds that day because people out here wasn't messing with variety. I discovered a plug, right? Because the story gets better. I discovered that messing with something legal, the tree, because when I got my plug with the tree, this is all legal. This is legal stuff now. Well, I was getting 1,000, well, they call it a box. A box is 1,000 pounds. A half a box is 500. I was getting one box, which is 1,000 P's of mid-grade greenhouse for 70,000. A lot of y'all, man, in the South, up north, unless you got a real good plug, a lot of y'all, that's what y'all smoking is mid-grade greenhouse. And so I was getting 1,000 P's for $70,000. That means that my P's was $70 a piece. So when that same P hit Texas, it was $1,800. When that P hit Louisiana, $1,700, $1,800. When it hit Vegas, it was $1,000. It only cost me $70. So getting up out the game and doing something legal actually made me more money in the end. Straight up. True story. Doing something legal in the end is I made more money. Let me give you some game, man. If y'all want some financial advice, throw a 7 up for me. Throw a 7 up for me if y'all want some financial advice. I love giving out financial advice. I'm a numbers man, and I'm a businessman. Throw a 7 up. I'm going to break something down to y'all. Thank you, Don. I appreciate that. So here's the thing. At this time, man, I started smoking weed. So when I started smoking exotic off the rip. I don't know nothing about mid-grade. I was only messing with exotic from day one. I'm messing with exotic. That's all I know. Now, my homeboy sold exotic, all right? So now, in the beginning, I wasn't getting 1,000 P's. In the beginning, I was getting 500 P's. I didn't start off getting 1,000. I was getting 500. That cost me $35,000. My homeboy, who sold the best, right? He wanted to be known in Vegas to have the best tree in Vegas. That was his thing. He didn't understand the money aspect being younger. He wanted to be known, man, I got the best za. It ain't about that. So he was spending 32,000, but I'm gonna say 35. Every 2 weeks, he would spend $35,000 on 20 P's of exotic. 20 P's of exotic, 35,000 every 2 weeks. Well, I'm paying $35,000 to get 500 P's of mid-grade greenhouse. That cost me $70, $70 a pound. At the end of the day, who was making more money? The dude with 500 P's or the dude with 20? Who was making more money? I was. It's about, when you get money, it's about the bottom line. It's about what the people want. You don't have to like what you're selling as long as they like it. But I could never explain that to him. He would rather get 20 exotics for $35,000 rather than have 500, because I wanted him to put his 35 with mine so he could just get 1,000 off the rip. I'm making more money than him with 500 than he was making in 3 months. Come on, man. I'm having a very blessed day. Thank you. And if you got, man, if y'all know who Rollo is, if you know who Rollo is, the rapper, the hustler Rollo, Throw a 7 up in the air if you know who Rollo is. Shout out to Rollo. Let me give y'all some game about Rollo, and I'm going to tell you how he got rich. Shout out to Rollo. What Rollo did, this is what Rollo did. Rollo did exactly what I did. See them peas, man, once they get to Atlanta, what I had for $70, man, them things was like, man, them things was like $2,000. I only paid 70. So what Rollo did, man, he did the smart thing. He went up north. Cause up north, man, when you go up north to Cali, guys, let me break it down to y'all. Let me. Yeah, I was selling mids. Yeah. Let me break it down to y'all, man. If y'all don't really know about Cali, let me give y'all some game. Northern Cali. Oh, first of all, if you know what the term OG means, right? If you know what OG means, if you're a smoker and you know what the term OG means, put it in the text. Tell me what OG means. Because I'm finna game you up if you don't. I wanna educate you as well to let you know what you blowing on and why you blowing on it and give you a little history. If you know what OG mean when you say OG Kush, if you know what OG mean, tell me what it means in the chat. Okay, Grateful, exactly. Ocean grown. A lot of people don't know that, right? When you go up to Northern Cali, okay, the weed grows outside because of the weather, in the ocean, in the grass. It grows best like that outdoors in Northern Cali. That's why they call it ocean grown, because you got that salt water that's dipping into the grass and it makes it grow naturally. So when you see people in other states and you hear about hydroponics and they have a tent and they using water, what they're doing is they're mimicking the way it grows naturally in California up north. That's why they got the best trees. So when you go, so yeah, it means ocean grown. So I like OG. So even the beef, the cattle in Northern Cali, it costs more money. It costs more money and it tastes better. Why? Because they're grazing on that grass by the ocean. The beef is much better. So that's why when you hear hydroponics or you see the tent, they're trying to recreate what they do in California that happens naturally. That's what OG means. A lot of y'all, man, get tricked out of y'all stuff because y'all don't know that. Okay? So now, you know, so what Rollo did was, Rollo, so I gotta guess a little bit. Now, I don't know this for sure now. Now, he did get caught. He did take $1 million loss. He did go to get 1,000 pounds. I'm guessing that he was getting 1,000 exotic, 1,000 of ZA for $1 million. Not mid-grade. So what Rollo did, he was over there, man, he got it at such a cheap price. When he came back to Atlanta, he controlled the market. Do you understand what I'm saying? Controlling the market. Because if I come to Atlanta and I got 1,000 P's and you doing your thing in Atlanta and we both selling mid-grade and you selling mid-grade and I come from the West Coast, I'm going to beat your price all day long because I got it cheaper. I'm going to become your plug. I could set the tone. For my pounds to be $70, peep this. For my pounds to be $70, I could control any market in any state I want. I could sell them for $300 and still make a profit. I got 1,000 of them. If I sold it for $300, that means all the business would come to me. I control the market. Because would you rather pay $2,000 or $300? Because even with $300, I'm still winning. If I sold them for $500, I'm still winning. I got 1,000 of them. Keep that in mind. If I sold them for $140, all I did was double my money. I just made a quick 100,000. He controlled the market. What's up, Nico? Nah, Kunta. Nah, Kunta. We don't do no juicing, man. This is yeah, Zula. Do the math, Brody. Do the math. 70,000, 70,000 divided by 1,000 is 70. For mid-grade greenhouse. So that's right next to ZA. See, you got outdoor. Look, the real money maker, man. The real money maker, right? The real money maker is outdoor. Outdoor, if you don't know nothing about trees and just regular trees. This is why when you see bud, when they grow it, they wrap it up so it can grow straight. Because if a tree touches another tree, it will stop growing. But when it's outside, man, them things grow up they grow 20 feet high. One plant might give you 2-3 pounds. You know, so we talking about money-wise. We ain't talking about blowing. See, two different things. You want the money. The money is in the outdoor because it's cheaper and people still want that shit. The money is in the greenhouse. The money ain't in the ZA. You got to work way too hard to get the ZA. And then as a hustler, if I'm a hustler and I come to your city, I'm not going to give you the ZA. I'm going to start you off with outdoor so I can get that money, right? Then I'm going to level you up to the mid-grade so I can get that money. Now you got two choices. Then I'm going to introduce you to ZA. But if I introduce you to the ZA first, look how much money. I missed the indoor, I missed the outdoor money, I missed the mid-grade money. See, you gotta be a real live hustler, man, and think numbers. And that's all Rollo did, man. And man, I admire him for it too. He changed the market. He changed the market big time, selling weed. Let's see, Sharon. High grade 55. Let's say 55. 55 for what? Kunta, my white man said, you straight up. Juice. Oh, thank you, Kunta. Kunta, I'm not tripping off these trollers, man. I'm here telling y'all a story. I'm enjoying the day, man. I hope y'all enjoying it too. I'm not worried about them, man. Sharon said, you cornered the market. I understand now it's just that dealing with. Well, see, Sharon, it doesn't matter what you sell. That's the whole thing. It doesn't matter what you sell. Okay, guys, let me give y'all, okay, this is for Sharon. Sharon, because Sharon is one of my day ones, right? Sharon is one of my day ones. Let me tell you the difference between a real hustler and people who just sell stuff. During the pandemic, when the pandemic started, okay, guys, if you know women that was selling bundles of hair, throw a 7-Up in the air. If you know women that was selling bundles of hair, throw a 7-Up in the air. I'm finna break something down for you. I'm gonna show you the difference between a hustler and somebody that just do shit. Cause you gotta have a brain out here. 7. I got 1 7. A mobile home, bro, I got a 5-bedroom house. The hell is you talking about? You might want to go look through my pictures and check them Europeans out and all them big ass fat Cubans and all that big jury I got. See, I don't even like people. Matter of fact, you don't even deserve to be in my chat. There you go. It's a privilege to be over here, man. So now check it out. So look. So for the lady that was selling bundles of hair, man, listen. Because somebody won. I had like three of my friends. I said, look, they were selling bundles of hair. They wanted to get on. So I told them, I said, look, if I was you, this is what I would do. I said, if I was you, y'all done got these PPP loans and all that. I said, what I would do, I said, I would go to like Indonesia or somewhere where the hair comes from. You know, the source. You know, like Frank Lucas went to Thailand to get what he needed to get. I said, I would go to the source and I would get it dirt cheap because they don't have no money out there. Malaysia. And so one of them took my advice. The other two thought they couldn't see it. The other two couldn't see it. So one took her money. She went out the country. She found a plug. She went straight to the person. And I mean, she wasn't paying nothing for that hair, the best hair. And so when she comes back, her bundles is through the roof. And so the people, the other two people that didn't listen, they had to buy their hair from her. And her shit was high quality, top notch. And she was, man, she was hitting them over the head for that hair because she took some time to go cut the middleman out. And so whatever you selling out there in the world, cut the middleman out. Cut the middleman out. You're paying because you're paying a higher price because somebody else touched something, man. Bro, we not even talking about no damn trailers in here, man. Get a life. and that's not for you, Gage. Let's see where we at. That's right, editing. You know, you gotta, whatever you got going on. See, guys, right now, let me give y'all some good game. I'm gonna give you some good game. Right now, you can get you a nice plug in China. You can get you a nice plug in China. They're battling for our business. You can go get 30 bottles of any type of cologne you want with the receipt too for about $600-700. That includes shipping. You can go get all the Louis Vuitton bags and purses and all the real shit with the receipt for dirt cheap. Or you can pay for it out here. There's a lot of ways to cut the middleman out. That's how you make money, y'all. No, I'm not. Do I look trans to you? And I don't know, why is everybody worried about my sexuality? I am a straight black male that love women, or 2, or 3, or 4, or 5, or 6. I think they call me metrosexual, somebody that like to get their hands and feet done and facials and keep my beautiful hair waved up and all that shit. And yeah, I'm one of them. Brother, femininity, there's nothing feminine about me. You don't try to mirror your image off of me. You might be the feminine one. Nico, I'm not worried about these people. They don't have no life, but they here watching. Ladies, watch this. Ladies, if y'all think these men are feminine who troll on a channel like this, throw a 7 up for me. Throw a 7 up for me. If you think that these men in here cracking these gay jokes, if they are the one with this feminine energy and really are living a separate life, throw a 7 up for me, ladies. Throw a 7 up for me. Damn, you're gay, Heaven? Man, that's crazy, man. God bless you. Lame. See, man, women don't like that shit. Women don't like that shit, man. A woman love a well-manicured man, you know, tatted man, I'm 49 years old. I don't have a gray hair on my damn head. They like a man with an aesthetic body. They love a man that get his nails done. You see these nails? Women, hold up, man. Women like that shit. I keep my hands and feet done. Women love a man with soft ass feet. Get your energy up out of here. That's why a lot of y'all can't keep a woman, man. Y'all so worried about the next man. See? So now we at the hour mark. So I see, man, the live is getting out of hand. We got too much femininity going on up in here. For my super chat, if my super chatter's here, you guys get to pick. At the end of my lives, I always do this. I give you guys a story, and you get to pick. You can have a story about law enforcement. You can have a story about the streets, or you can have a story about a spiritual story. You tell me which one you want, because they all true and they real. And I don't tell them out in the open. I do that in my member section. So tell me what you guys want to hear today. before I end my live. The chef, Raekwon, the chef, of course. Yeah, they have no self-esteem. I just pray for them. Guys, pray for the people with low self-esteem. It's not their fault. They not know what they do. I'm a chosen one. My favorite number is 7. Why you think I keep saying 7? I am a chosen one. My favorite number has always been 7. That's God's favorite number. When you disrespect a chosen one, you really have low self-esteem, because no matter what you do to me, I'm always going to love you. Whatever God put on my heart to tell you, I be telling y'all so much, though. I be telling y'all so much. Let's see. That's right. Chef, 7 is the number of completion. That's my favorite number. I'm gonna do what Sharon told me to do. Cause you know what? Sharon is my day one. I gotta tell y'all about the time that I found not one. Nah, you know what? I got a different story. I'm gonna tell y'all about a triple homicide. And I'm gonna it was a quadruple homicide. And I'm gonna tell you why you don't bring people to your house. This is gonna tell you why some people are so small-minded. And it's gonna explain why sometimes people might see you with $20 and you got a stack of money, or they think that you're doing something that you're not, and it could get you unalived. This story is gonna also cover why I don't deal with men. I have 3 friends in this world. I consider them brothers. I talk to the ladies. I don't deal with men because men are jealous. They get in their feelings. They emotional. They more emotional than a woman. And they're always trying to compete. And this is the story I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you about 3 people named Dante Johnson, Sakia Smith, right? And what was Terrell's last name? I can't remember Terrell's last name. But it's 3 dudes, 3 black dudes. This happened a long time ago when I was about 21 years old. I'm 49 now. So these 3 black dudes, they like 18 at the time. They go to these white dudes' houses, 4 white dudes. They all about the same age. They go over there to smoke. I think they was playing Sega, cause no, they was playing PlayStation. You know, this is before PlayStation 5, 4. This is back in 1999. This happened. So they'd be over there smoking with these 4 white boys, right? White boys just happen to have a little bit of tree, you know, from time to time. Maybe the white boys even sold a sack or 2 sometime. Matter of fact, I'm gonna give y'all 2 stories too that got to do with the same thing. So people will think that you're doing more than what you're doing because they got their mind on your life instead of worrying about their own life. And really, you know, a lot of people will think just because you might have a little pack or you might be selling something that you balling, and everybody don't know how to play that game. Matter of fact, I could take 10 of y'all right now and give y'all 100 pounds apiece, and only 2 of y'all really might know what to do with it. Just because you got that don't make you a hustler. So they thought that these 4 dudes was hustlers. They thought that they was getting money. So these three young black dudes, they decide they're gonna rob the white boys, right? They go to their house. They go to the house. They tie them up, hands behind their back, tie their feet up, put them on their knees. And this is what they did. They came up behind each one of them. Headshots, execution style. Let me tell you what they got. Let me tell you what they got. Because they got a whole lot of time. They ain't never getting out of prison. Matter of fact, I might pull their mugshot up and make some videos about that. That'd be a good idea. Let me tell you what they got, right? I'm gonna tell you guys another story. Guys, they got the PlayStation. It was either a PlayStation or a Sega or Genesis. It was either PlayStation or a Sega Genesis. I don't want to lie to you. They got the PlayStation and the Sega Genesis, right? They got a couple of joints and they got $200. That's it. I'm gonna prove it to you too. Sit still, sit tight. Let me show y'all something, man. Hold up. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. Please don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. Hold up. Hold up, hold up. Stay right there. Hold up. Hold up, hold up. Hold up. Don't go nowhere. Didn't I say the first dude name was Dante Johnson? I said his name was Dante Johnson, right? Okay, look. Look at his name, look. See the name? Dante Johnson, right? Dante Johnson. I want y'all to look at these. I want y'all to look at these. I want y'all to look at these. I want y'all to look at these charges. Look, let me blow it up. Look at the charges. Look at the charges. Look. Let me go up. Look. Keep on going. Look. These are the charges. Kidnapping, murder. Told y'all, man, look, Coach ain't playing, man. I give y'all real content, y'all. Check this out. Let me give you something else. This is what he looks like now. There he is. There he is. Now, the last time I saw him, he was 18 years old when I was working as a corrections officer before I went to the police academy. So let's see when his now I can tell you the year. Hold up, because I'm on here. Oh, my bad. Look at what he has. Look what he has. Look at what his sentence is. Look. See that? The man has been sitting on death row for the longest. Hold up. Wait a minute. Oh, see, my bad. Look. I told y'all a lie. See, because I also was a cadet. I was a police cadet, and I started, so this is when I was a cadet. Because I started off as a police cadet in 1995 when I was 17. And this is when it happened. Look. That's when they went to prison. Guys, Coach One Stack don't give you no lies, man. Coach One Stack don't give you no lies around here, man. Nah, Coach One Stack don't give you no lies out here, man. Can you dig it? Oh, no. Coach don't give you no lies. So let's see. Y'all wanted another story. I could tell y'all, let me tell y'all a beautiful story. Because I work out and I eat right. Here's a good story. And I'm going to end this with this story. Because I love Thanksgiving, y'all. That's my favorite holiday. That's my favorite holiday. I don't care about birthdays. I don't care about Christmas. I don't care about none of that shit. Because every day is my birthday. Every day is Christmas. Every day is Valentine's Day. You should be celebrating your life every day. Thanksgiving is my favorite day of the year because it doesn't require any money and everybody got something to give thanks for. And here's a beautiful story before I tap out of here. When I was a police officer, I worked in the black part of town, I worked in the hood, right? And so every year for Thanksgiving, they let me pick 25 families. 25, I got to pick 25 families, and I got to personally deliver them a full Thanksgiving meal. 25, I got to pick 25 families every Thanksgiving, and I would deliver them the whole meal. They get a big ass turkey. They would get all the dressing, the stuffing. They get the cranberry sauce. They get the vegetables. They even got a damn pie. I got to pick 25 families, and man, and I'm gonna tell you, that was some of the most beautiful shit I ever experienced. Being able to have the ability as a policeman to pull up to a drive-through, right? Because while I worked there, there was a lot of projects. Like I said, and I'm from here. So me working on that side of town, it ain't like being at work. I know everybody. It was a good feeling to pull up at any drive-through and say, hey man, go to McDonald's. I say, hey, I got a family of 5 that's hungry. Can I get some food? And I get bags of food, and I could give food out. See, that's the part that make you feel good. You know, I don't want to tell you about the 2 bodies I caught. That ain't fun. I could talk about that all day. I could tell you about the person that jumped off the stratosphere. I could talk you about the babies who got. I could tell you about the women who deleted their kids and try to cover it up as SIDS, or said that they accidentally rolled over on their baby. The stories keep going, man. That's for my members only section, y'all. Yeah, Sharon, 25. Well, I mean, hey, Lidre, I could go anywhere. McDonald's or wherever. Thing is, when you ain't got shit to eat, you'll eat anything. Whatever's in my area. I had a Burger King, I had a Wendy's, I had a KFC. I could go anywhere and go get as much food as I wanted to feed people if I wanted to. And I did it every day. Oh yeah, Nico. No. Now watch this, Nico. I can't let you walk out of here without understanding. Check this out, Nico. Listen. They didn't lose it over a PlayStation. They got it because they couldn't stay in their own fucking lane. They sitting here thinking that somebody is doing something that they're not doing. They didn't go there for a PlayStation. They thought that these 4 white boys was balling. They thought that these people had real money. That's what I'm trying to tell you. This is why I don't fuck with dudes, because you get around a dude and these dudes will think that you know, because I dress well, I got big jerk. You might think I got $20,000 in my pocket. But man, I keep credit cards, man. I'd rather keep $100,000 in credit in my pocket than 100,000 cash. But so no, they didn't get killed. They thought they was gonna leave with big money. So when they did what they did, they were kids. They were 18 years old. They took what they could take. Yeah, that's why. Thank you, Sharon. Hey, in my church out here, the Foundation Christian Center. The Foundation Christian Center. Man, my pastor was just on the news yesterday for our food bank. We give away more food than anybody here in Las Vegas. And the cold part is my church is right across the street from Nellis Air Force Base, which is one of if it's not the top, it is the second top Air Force base in the country, if not the world, because they have Area 51 out here in the test site where they test nuclear weapons. We had 400 people from the military last week that had to come to our food pantry because they couldn't eat. Now that is the end of this live, y'all. Hey man, I hope y'all enjoyed the live as much as I enjoyed giving it to you. Hey man, may God bless all of you. May he keep his hands wrapped around all of you guys and your family as you get to and from your destinations today. And remember guys, stay blessed. Don't get stressed. Make sure you never, ever, ever get finessed and you get plenty of rest. And guess what? Stay the fuck out of trouble.